There's really nothing we can do out there. Yep, we gotta rest up because you already know what's gonna happen. We're going after Adachi. Oh, Velvet Room again. Teddie-san! My boy. Something's different. Igor Morgan Marie ain't there, but he is. So now we know what that white fog was that he was walking around in. He somehow found his way into the Velvet Room.
Where am I?
Hey, boy.
Sensei? Why are you here?
I'm usually here when I'm sleeping, my guy. I can ask you the same.
I see. How mysterious. There are so many things I don't know about. But I did realize something. I've been thinking all this time about who I really am. But I couldn't find the answer. I was no one from the start. Humans live in the other world, and shadows live in this world. From the beginning, that's all there was to it.
Yet here you are in the Velvet Room, a place that exists between dream and reality, as repetitively described by Igor.
I was just a shadow in that world.
Well, how'd you get here, though?
I figured something out. That day at the hospital, I realized that I really can't do anything. As soon as I thought that, I lost consciousness. Then when I woke up, I was inside the fog.
Except that this fog is very different from the fog that's in the that's in the Midnight Channel, or the fog that's been permeating Inaba.
Shadows can't stay in the human world. They aren't allowed.
Yet there you were.
I walked and walked, but there was nothing all around me. Just when I started thinking that I couldn't go anywhere, I heard the noise of a car. And then I was here. I remember lots of things now.
Now, here's one good thing I will say about Persona 4 in regards to Teddie. Never mind the fact that Teddie has his flaws, you know. But the thing I like is how instead of just a cute mascot, you know, animal that's running around with you and that's it, he has character. He has a personality, and the fact that eventually he finds out who he is, who he's meant to be, and his place in the story, and also working as some form of guide. Granted, this entire time, with the exception of Rise, been a great guide in terms of helping to move the story forward. When they let him move the story forward, it really helps. And I felt like that was a good way to introduce further development of that with Morgana in Persona 5. Right? So I dig that about Teddie, because he's a G for that one.
My world is a place shaped by human thoughts.
And similar to Persona 5 Royal, right? Morgana found out that he was created in the Velvet Room. Teddie, not too different, although he was born a shadow in the Midnight Channel by the collective unconscious, if you will. But remember, he's a star arcana, so it represents illumination and wanting to be a bright and shining star. So it's almost like the collective unconscious that manifested through the Midnight Channel. Among all those people that potentially have shadows and demons, some of them longed for hope. And of course, here's Teddie. And then the more Teddie hung out with us, the less of the shadow element of himself was existing. And then that's how we went from an empty bear suit to a human, like the rest of us.
One day, a shadow living in that world awakened to human emotions.
Yep.
But humans and shadows are completely different entities.
If we're talking physical, he is correct. If we're talking psychological, not quite.
So he made himself forget that he was a shadow. He wanted to forget. He wanted people to like him. And that's how he came to look like this.
And we love you for it, Teddie. You're awesome. Shadow or not.
I really am stupid.
No, that's not true, man. You've been helping us from the
Teddy
start.
said before, in the end, it was all true.
It's only half true, okay?
No matter how much I search for myself, I have no self.
That's completely false. You are yourself, bro. Like, you actually have an identity in the midst of all this and developed one from being around us. So that makes him more than a shadow. He's not fully human, but he's not a shadow either. Think of it as an Arankar from Bleach. Any of you guys here watching this as a Bleach fan? Look, the Arankars and the Espadas, man, they're basically hollows. Or shadows in the case of Persona. Except that, you know, somehow, you know, things changed and then they became more human-esque in nature.
There was no me to begin with.
I mean, if you think of Nell from Bleach, think of Ulquiorra, think of, what's his name, Grimjaw. Like, they all used to be hollows. Eventually the mask broke off, and then all of a sudden they evolved into something else where they were very human in nature.
I'm just a shadow that took a different form so humans would like me. It would have been better if I had never remembered, but I did. I'll probably turn back to a regular shadow soon. Oh yeah, Sensei.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
One day, when you meet Nana-chan in heaven, apologize for me.
He doesn't know that Nanako's alive. That's another
Tell
thing.
her, I'm sorry I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, he doesn't know Nanako came back.
Tell
It's
her,
just that they're still trying to figure out
really
what caused it.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, dude.
Nana-chan's. Wow. That's wonderful. I'm so glad. Glad that I could at least hear that. My heart feels so much lighter now. I'm starting to feel sleepy. What a strange place. It feels so soothing. It's not like my world. Something just feels so nostalgic about this place. Could this be your dream world, Sensei?
Kinda, yeah. And as explained by Igor, how the Velvet Room looks is based on the state of my heart. So apparently, according to this, Yu Narukami's heart consists of a limo going rolling, rolling, rolling in the fog. Something like that.
Uh-huh. But I wonder why I met you here.
That's a good question.
What am I supposed to do now?
Let's move on together.
But I don't know what to look for or how to find it.
Bro, we gotta find Adachi.
No matter
We have
how
something to
hard
find.
I think, there's too many things my little brain can't understand. But I do understand one thing now. I'm glad that I met you, Sensei.
All right. Kintoki-Douji is about to digivolve. And now, because we met, you know, it automatically maxed out, we can fuse Hellel, also known as Lucifer, which is already in my compendium. So if I ever wanted to whip Hellel out, I could, even though I'm broken shit now in the game. Evade electricity. See, this is fine. See, the ice break part, I could kind of care less about. Actually, the all foes one. Actually, no. Wait. See. Yeah, get rid of the ice break. Everything else, he's great as a medic in that regard, but.
But I have to get going.
Don't worry, dude. We'll meet you.
This is your place. It doesn't seem like somewhere that I'd be allowed to stay.
It's okay, dude. We'll catch up with you, my guy.
Sensei.
Don't worry, Teddie. We'll see you soon. And there they are.
It seems the words in your memory weren't the only things you summoned here.
I know.
This is a room for guests who have an ego that can be nurtured. Shadows, mere fragments broken off from the ego, have no place here. The water's strength has moved a single stone that had stopped, returning it once again into the flow. Very interesting. Well now, it's about time we departed once again. This vehicle is still on its journey. There is no reason to tarry here for long. Margaret?
We're ready to go. Let us depart.
You are every inch the guest I had anticipated.
See, in retrospect, right? This is what I mean when I say this game has aged terribly. For example, in Persona 5 Royal, or 5, either version. Once you've maxed out the Strength Arcana, which is Caroline and Justine, what ends up happening is that when you go into New Game Plus, as long as you activate the Arcana to rank 1 or 2, you automatically confuse any persona regardless of level. And that is the reason why this game has aged terribly. When you go New Game Plus, you have to start all the social links from scratch, including hers. So even if a persona is like just a level higher than your level, you can't fuse it. And they won't let you because even though you have the memory of having maxed it out before. Whatever. Unless it's in your compendium, then that's different.
Now, it's time for you to return.
And then that makes completing the compendium requiring more than 2 playthroughs. And this is my second and last playthrough. I'm not doing this again.
I am even more intrigued now as to where this is all headed.
Oh yeah, I know where it's headed. It's a steam pile of shit.
We'll be waiting for your next visit.
Oh, I know. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
How did it go? Did you find Teddie?
No, and no one's seen him either.
Oh, that annoying little furball. Just when we're at a turning point in the case, too.
We have no choice. Let's pursue Adachi for now.
We ain't got a choice. We will find him. We will find Teddie, though. He'll be in the Midnight Channel. Watch. I'm very sure of it. I mean, where else is he gonna be, right?
Whoa. Look how dense this fog is. It's gotten even worse than before. What the? There's this malicious aura everywhere. It feels completely different from the last time I was here. I think we'd better hurry. Give me a sec to try finding Adachi.
Does this mean both this world and ours are getting messed up?
Our glasses work on the fog on the other side. It can't be normal.
Again, another positive thing that I can say is that this part of the end game of the story, does help fuel the fire for the things we eventually saw in Persona 5 Royal when it came to everything after Masayoshi Shido.
And I heard more people are falling ill because of the fog. I wonder what's going to happen.
I sense him. Adachi's definitely in here.
Are you serious? Which way?
Hold on.
So he did come to this side. Well, that settles it. There's virtually no doubt remaining that he's the true culprit. Once we capture him, solving the mystery of this world and the rest of the case can't be far behind.
Then, maybe we'll find out where Teddie came from, too. Man, where is that bear anyway?
Well, I can say for sure he's not here. And I know Adachi is here, but I can't track him down myself.
And usually Teddie's very great with this because his sense of smell is very good at guiding this. So when you have Risa's navigation persona with Teddie's sense of smell coupled together, great combination for how they detect everything.
Ted, why aren't you here when we need you most?
This place.
Oh, he's next to Nanako again.
I see. I came back. But it really doesn't matter. I'm completely useless.
Teddie, get your ass in the Midnight Channel right now.
Nana-chan, I'm so sorry.
Don't be, man. She's back to... Look.
It is you, Teddie. I heard your voice. You said, hang in there. I heard my big bro and everyone else too.
Nana-chan! Oh, hold on! I'll get the doctor!
It seems she's asleep again.
Nana-chan told me that she heard my voice. She heard me say, hang in there.
It could be that her frankly miraculous recovery was because everyone's voices reached her. Even unconscious, people are capable of hearing others' voices.
Yep.
My voice. And theirs too. Everyone.
In any case, there are too many things we don't understand about her condition and what caused it. We're doing our best, but it's difficult when everything about her illness is a total unknown.
Unknown.
Well, if anything happens, please send for me.
If I'm an unknown being, then the way I can change is unknown too. So all I have to do is make them not unknown. Nana-chan's doing her best. Sensei and the others are probably fighting now too. I'm just a shadow. But Nana-chan cheered up when she heard my voice. So what if I'm just a shadow? There must be something I can do. I can't just give up thinking about things. That's why I came back here. Right, Nana-chan?
There we go. Kintoki-Douji Digivolve to Kamui.
Right. I need to get back to the others. Hang in there, Nana-chan. I'll be back soon.
It's no use. I can only tell that Adachi is here, not his exact location.
Risa-chan!
If only Teddie was with us.
Didn't he say his nose is practically useless now? And could he even help us find that bastard?
Nope. He'd be no help at all. But he was always there to support me whenever.
That bear's a loudmouth, but he's nice to have around. He's always so full of energy.
He's lighthearted and always optimistic.
I'm alright. just got a little dizzy.
Yeah, she's been exerting a lot of
fog's
her
so
persona's
dense.
energy here.
It's hard to see through it.
Why don't we call it a day? It won't do us any good if you collapse.
I agree. If Rise-san became fatigued, even if we found Adachi, our capacity in battle would be reduced. Moreover, it's almost nighttime. We should return to our world for the present.
Damn, time flying by real quick here. Faster than the hyperbolic time chamber in Dragon Ball.
Damn it! We came so far to run smack into a dead end.
I know
Not
he's
quite.
in there too. What's wrong with me? My powers are completely useless. Teddie?
There we go.
You little... Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry.
You idiot! Bad bear! Bad!
Hey, don't talk to him like
You're
that.
so late! Who do you think you are?
No. At least she loves Teddie.
Rise-chan? Are you faking?
No.
No, stupid!
Sorry.
This is honestly a moment like this is the reason we have that whole situation that happened with An and Ryuji in Persona 5, where she thought that he freaking died when he was trying to run out of the ship, the sinking ship, after the Shido palace collapsed, and then almost wanted to freaking beat the hell out of him when she found out that he survived.
I want to help you all again.
You know how much trouble you caused, you dumb bear? Where the hell were you?
I'm sorry. I figured out a lot of things. Stuff about me and that world. I wanted to tell you all.
Okay.
A shadow? You mean you're one of those things we've been fighting?
Kinda, sorta.
Yup.
Not entirely.
Just like the ones you all know about. Shadows are suppressed human thoughts given form.
Thank you. He has explained it in a very simple way. In a way that none of the shadow bosses we faced even said. They said, you know, I'm the real self. This is the proper meaning of the shadow. You know, as a concept introduced by Carl Jung himself, but Teddie explained it in a simple way as possible.
Everyone has them inside.
That is true.
Wait, you say you're a shadow, but you didn't attack us.
Because he doesn't suck.
And you kept telling us from the start that you wanted to bring peace and quiet back to that world, right?
But in the end, I was just an ordinary shadow. Nothing special about me at all.
Not true. As I mentioned earlier in this video, he is the result of suppressed emotions that long for something positive. It's kind of like the inverse of the collective unconscious in the manga Berserk, where everything negative of existence wills Griffith to be the fifth member of the Godhead. The God of the Abyss exists because of the collective unconscious of all life in existence. For the worst. But in this case of Teddie, it's a collective unconscious longing for something better. Which is why, out of everyone, the one that has the best compatibility with an Arcana is Teddie in the Star Arcana. He's that little glimmer guiding star of hope. It works.
I did everything I could until now to try and make my world peaceful. But instead, the weird fog started seeping out into this world too. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. If I really was special, then maybe...
Oh, dude, you don't gotta be sorry, man. You're not even the reason all this shadow shenanigans is going on. Trust me, we're about to find out that, you know, how bad this really goes.
It's no big deal. I mean, we weren't expecting much from you in the first place.
Oh, come on, Yosuke, really?
About you being a shadow? We pretty much figured you were something like that anyway.
Fair.
Huh? What are you saying? Here I am pouring my heart out to you, and you say you thought I was something like that anyways?
Hey, it wasn't saying it that casual. It's just that, you know, it was the only way to make sense out of the fact of why you exist.
No normal person would think such a pretty bear could really be a shadow.
This is correct.
So what's the problem with being a shadow?
It's true that you may have been born that way, but you now possess the power of persona. A shadow is suppressed power. Once controlled by the ego, it becomes a persona.
Not only that, the fact that a shadow had a shadow, embraced his shadow in order to have a persona, is he really that much of a shadow to begin with after all that? He's an anomaly. He's an exception to the rule presented by the world that this game introduces us to.
Doesn't it follow then that you must have developed an ego? Whether the ego masters its shadow or the shadow awakens to its ego. The only difference I see is the order in which the process occurred.
Oh, Teddie's practically human then.
I mean, yeah, he's not even an empty suit anymore.
I'm the same as humans?
I mean, you are now.
You keep trying to figure out who you are, just like all of us here. You can't do much on your own. You really aren't that special. See? What's so different between you and us?
See, Yosuke. Why you gotta say it like that, Yosuke? Really? You're an asshole. You know that?
Thank you!
Oh, be glad Teddie's not ready to sock you in the face for that comment.
I'm so glad I met you guys.
Don't worry, Kinder Joy Bear. We're glad we met you too.
The rest of us were pretty much a group of misfits to begin with, too, right?
I don't see. This is where Persona 4 does not nail it in the coffin. Persona 5 did it way better. In retrospect, Persona 3's characters, not really misfits. They were emotionally distant from the get, but eventually they came together. Here, everyone's kind of close-knit from the jump, with the exception of Rise, Naoto, Kanji. Because everyone else, they kind of already in the classroom. Like, the first 5, they already knew each other. They're already going to schools together. They didn't have any issues with each other, aside from Yosuke and Chie with, you know, DVD and money stealing shenanigans be damned, but, you know.
You fit right in, man.
I beg your pardon? Who are you calling a misfit?
Naoto, I love you, but let's remember, you fit with us. Remember, you tried so hard to be a dude because you thought that the concept of being a female detective would not work. You tried so hard to act like you're an adult male detective. In reality, you're not only a girl, but you're also a kid. Sorry, hate to say it. You're not an adult. And you try to make yourself come off like you're a damn senior. In reality, you're just barely passing as a freshman in high school, along with Kanji of all people, and Rise. The three of them, they're the youngest in the group, and she's trying to make herself look like a damn senior going into college. Come on now.
Isn't that just you, Senpai?
Hey, that's not something a detective would say. Or an idol either.
Now, Yosuke, you can argue he's somewhat a misfit because he's basically a transplant. He's not even an Inaba native. And people treat him like a damn gentrifier. You know, but dude's trying to live his life as an Inaba citizen. He ain't trying to, you know, Christopher Columbus the area. He's just, you know.
Gee, stop crying, will ya? Now's not the time for that. While you were gone, we figured out who murdered the announcer and Senpai. It was Adachi.
Huh? Adachi? That total goofball?
Yeah, my guy.
Whoa! I didn't notice at all. Looks like I'm pretty blind to that sort of thing. But you all know him. If you can't find someone like that, I don't think I can help you.
Well, Akechi was a little more on the nose in Persona 5. I mean, the pancake scenario was literally all you needed to know. But, you know, yeah.
Like I said, we're not expecting much from you.
That
The
doesn't
main
help
thing is,
Yosuke.
It's hard to get pumped about this without someone nice and fuzzy around.
See? Thank you, Kanji. Thank
Yeah,
you.
what Kanji said.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right, now that the band's back together, let's take it from the top. Starting tomorrow.
It's been a while, but I'll do my best to look for him too. Leave it to Fuzzy.
All right. To be fair, we would not have the volatile relationship that exists between Ryuji and Morgana if not for Yosuke and Teddie. To be fair. Alright. Can we step out and do anything? Yes or no? Nope. A long, foggy time unless we take care of business. Yep.
I'll give it a try, but if Risei-chan couldn't find him, I really doubt someone with a dried-up nose like me will be much help.
All this fog, your nose is probably going to be moist at this point.
I do smell Adachi baby in here. But the fog is completely covering up his scent.
Teddie, you can't do it either?
When you look at me with those eyes, I get this feeling I've got to sniff him out no matter what. This is my time to shine. Ooh, I'm getting something.
Come on, Teddie.
Teddie?
Hey, quit wandering around. You better not flake out on us again.
Shut up, Yosuke. Let him do his job.
Huh? I sense it from this away.
Is it Adachi?
How do I put it? It's kinda hazy, but at the same time, it feels like I've got a whopper on the line.
I don't get
With
it.
cheese, no doubt.
Very suspicious. This definitely smells. But that's weird. If I remember right, that's where Sensei, Yosuke, and Chie-chan came from when I met them for the first time.
When we first... Where was that? Oh, you mean that creepy-ass room where all the faces on the posters were cut out?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there's someone there.
Teddie, you really are amazing.
It was just dumb luck. It's because that's where I first sensed Sensei and the others. That's why it kinda smelled over there.
Oh, I see.
So he smells all scents that are familiar, and therefore it made trying to spot him a lot easier.
Wait, did
Fair
you
enough.
say it smelled? Wasn't that the room where Yosuke had to go to the bathroom and...
Huh? You're saying he beat his pants there?
Not just his pants, the wall too, buddy.
Ew, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, you lie so bad! Dude, I did not piss my pants!
That is correct. He did not piss his pants. He R. Kelly'd the wall. Let's get it right.
Shit, quit spreading random rumors about stuff like that.
Well, it happened so long ago, my memory's kind of fuzzy, you know?
Said he
Okay,
helped us out
guys,
here.
enough fuzziness. Follow me, the master of fuzzy logic.
I haven't heard you crack up in a while, Yukiko. Though I really wonder sometimes about your sense of humor.
Yeah, I love Yukiko on this, man. She's funny. How can you not?
That damn bitch. I noticed her first, and she just had to run off and have an affair. Who's there? Oh, it's you guys. You're very persistent.
Wait a minute, hold on. You're the real killer, boy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That
You're
face
not
is
lying your way
guilty.
out of this one, damn it! Just being here proves it! Answer us! You're the one who threw Ms. Yamano into the TV, aren't you?
It was an accident. She started struggling. What else was I supposed to do? I called her out to the lobby because I wanted to ask her something, and then she started getting hysterical on me.
Who are you? And what's this something important you called me out here for?
What they say on the news isn't true, is it? All that talk about you having an affair and whatnot, it's all a lie, right?
Why do I have to explain myself to you?
I see. So you don't deny it. You caught my eye, but it turns out you're another worthless bitch.
What's wrong with you? Don't make me call for help.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! I think you need to see what it's like to fear for your life. It'll get your head straight.
What are you going to do?
She fell in. Wow, so people can go completely inside. Good thing for me, no one else was around there in the middle of the night.
That happened in our lobby?
I learned about the Midnight Channel through some rumor. You hear a lot of fishy stories like that on the Force. But it was pure coincidence that I touched the screen and discovered my power. I burst out laughing when I found out. I knew right away that this was going to be interesting.
So you tested it out on Mayumi Yamano?
Nah, it was nothing like that. I'm a very sincere fellow. I was just trying to punish the stupid bitch a little for betraying me. Yeah, putting them inside the TV was never the plan. But you know, both Mayumi and that dippy high school girl struggled for no reason.
Then you were responsible for Saki-senpai's death!
Saki? Oh yeah, her name was Saki Konishi, or something like that. At first I just called her in because of work-related stuff, her being the one who found Mayumi's body and all.
I will definitely put on this video's link description the video by Hiding in Private, where he does like this whole breakdown on Tohru Adachi and his good old edgelord psychology.
And naturally, if there was any chance she'd seen something, I'd need to know, right? So I was all set to be a nice guy to her, and then that bitch.
Yep, typical incel edgelord attitude.
What's this about anyways? Didn't you call me in for more questions?
Well, we'll get to that. But you know, I saw you this afternoon. You were getting pretty cozy with that Namatame.
Oh.
Huh. So I'm not good enough for you.
Oh, this is weird. This is weird. She's getting cozy with Namatame. Yo, that's some PDF file stuff right there.
Well, I know how to deal with girls like you.
No!
God, these high school girls today. This world's gone straight to shit. When I was in school, I wasn't allowed to do anything but study my ass off.
Okay, at least now with these revelations of him just throwing them into TV and knowing what we know about shadows in that world, we can confirm their cause of death was, well, the shadows basically choking them and beating them to death. But because they're... what's the word? Because they are metaphysical beings, not tangible like us, You will not see any signs of asphyxiation, blunt force trauma, all the stuff that normally identify methods of murder that would normally be tangible and very palpable for us to actually detect.
I was supposed to be the best of the best, and instead they stick me in the boonies. But I guess I got the sweet power to make up for it.
See, the problem with Adachi is that he's that dude in your class, smart as hell, probably the top in the class in terms of intellect, but doesn't want to do any work. Even though if he just simply applied himself, he'd prove without a doubt he's the guy you want. And now he's pissy.
Life's not so bad after all. Get on your knees and beg, and maybe I'll let you out. Yeah, like that'll happen. As if I'd walk into a death trap like that. It was a lot easier the second time. High school girls are thinner, you know? Lighter.
You son of a bitch!
Come on, give me a break. I didn't know it was dangerous inside the TV. It's not like I was trying to kill them. I mean, I'm sure they hit on Namatame, not the other way around.
Nah. Namatame already got a history of affairs, bro. He was probably preying on her. That makes Namatame look worse than he already was looking. Just saying.
The council secretary will one day rise to public office himself. Mayumi and that high schooler were just gold digging. They got exactly what they deserved. I didn't do anything wrong at all.
Shut the hell up! You knew from what happened to Mayumi Yamano that people die in here!
So what if I knew?
Wait, so who else did you kill?
No one. You already know it was Namatame who did the rest. He called the police in the middle of the night just after they found that Saki girl's body. The rest of the force had their hands full with the double homicide, and it happened that I was the one who took the call.
So, if I had to guess this right, when they died in the Shadow World, he went to go get their bodies, Namatame that is, and somehow just hung them up somewhere. I don't know. This still seems kind of weird. Thing is, how did they find the body after they died? You don't just magically teleport back into the real world once you're stuck in the Shadow World. So again, this
Namatame said the police refused to take him seriously. You were responsible for that then.
Oh, quite the contrary. If anyone else had taken the call, sure. But I actually did believe him, you know?
Yeah, because you started this shit. Hey, guy.
That's the pattern to the 2 deaths so far? And now you're seeing a girl in a kimono on that weird program, and you think she'll die too, is that right? Namatame-san, do you seriously expect us to believe something like that?
But it's true! If there's any way the police can protect her...
Listen, there's no way the police are going to make a move based on a fantasy story like that. It does sound interesting, though.
But...
Oh, I have an idea. If you really want to save her that much, why not do it yourself? Like, you could shelter her somewhere. Someplace where no one could find her.
Where no one could find her?
Save her yourself. You can do it. I'm busy, so I'm hanging up now. Bye.
Isn't that amazing? Of all the people who could have received Namatame's call, it ended up being me. Talk about luck!
Sure.
All I did was give him a little push. And he completely bought into his vision of this world. The more people you guys saved, the more he'd kidnap. Both sides had the best of intentions, so the game of cat and mouse would never end. It was awesome.
You gotta be shitting me!
Why? What reasons could you have for doing that?
Wait for it.
Reasons? None, really. I could do it, that's all. And it was fun. I guess that's my reason?
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Death Note with Light Yagami, right? He was bored. High school student. He was bored. And one day, finds a Death Note. Picks up the book. Reads the rules and everything. He puts it to the test. He finds himself eating a whole lot of crooked criminals and a-holes. And found himself excited in life. Of course, people that, he was doing the good Lord's work. But no, law enforcement has to be like, no, we can't do it that way, blah, blah, blah. And that's how he ended up being eventually the villain. But at the end of the day, it was all because of sheer boredom. Adachi here, though, he's very sadistic in nature.
You murdered people just for the fun of it?
Come on, all I did was put people in here. I didn't murder them.
But you put them in a situation where they could die.
And Namatame did most of it. I had nothing to do with any of you.
You manipulated Namatame. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah? Then how would you prove it?
You know, it reminds me of the whole, all you need is just a little push thing with Joker and Two-Face. Basically, he's the Joker. Namatame is Two-Face.
He put people inside TVs? You think the police are that stupid?
What a jerkwad!
I mean, they didn't believe us when we were talking about it with Dojima, so...
I do admit, though, I never thought you guys would manage to track me down.
It wasn't until Dojima saw it himself where he was like, oh, shit.
I like that. Games like this gotta have surprises or they get boring fast. It's like when I dealt with that Kubo kid. That was fun, too.
Then, you mean to say that Mitsuo Kubo's disappearance was your doing as well? I did sense something odd in his course of action. If he had special powers and wanted attention, why resort to a regular copycat crime? But that wasn't the case. Kubo had no such powers. In fact, he was thrown in by you. Am I correct?
It had been a while since I last put someone inside the TV, so I really got a kick out of that one.
Yep. And Namatami's was different. That? He would kidnap them and then throw them in the TV. He just straight off, like the first two.
And how come Mitsuo didn't say anything about you?
You think that didn't occur to me before I did it? Come on, I'm a detective. I led him through to a room at the station with a TV, switched off the lights, and did it quick while he was still startled.
Yo, that sounds mad dirty.
As long as he didn't see me push him in and no one else did either, no one would believe him, even if he survived. Of course, I don't think the Kubo kid ever figured out what happened.
Wait, the police station?
Yeah. He turned himself in pretty quick, actually. This was back when we didn't even know enough to issue a search warrant.
I was once told the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath is murder.
But the other officers decided it was just a prank, so they pawned him off on me. I didn't blame them. I mean, a kid coming and saying, "I did it all, it was me." Who'd believe him? But it looked bad. I didn't think anyone would come forward and take the blame for all the incidents. The police were desperate to pin it on anyone. If this kid really did it, they might have announced the case was closed. And if that happened, Namatame would stop saving people. I couldn't let that happen, or the game would be over. That's why I told the others I sent him home. I came up with the idea to put him inside the TV on the spot.
The game would be over? You threw him in just so your fun wouldn't end?
You gotta have some excitement in life, don't you agree? But then you guys put your foot in it yet again and ruined my fun. Thanks to you, Kubo was arrested again, and everyone acted like he was the true culprit behind it all. Couldn't they see how badly he copied the crime scene? It worked out in the end, though, because good old Namatame kept saving people. I guess the guy started to develop some kind of messiah complex, huh? What an idiot.
This is all a game to you. How dare you murder people? Murder Saki-senpai for such a stupid reason! You bastard! I'll never forgive you!
You can keep your forgiveness. Our world will probably become just like this place soon enough anyways. Didn't you notice? The fog's leaking out. Everything on that side's pretty much screwed. The two worlds will merge soon, and then there'll be no difference, no sides anymore.
Yep. So again, this is an idea that was introduced here that eventually became more manifest in Persona 5. That's why I found it very important to notice that with Persona 4, the entrance into the Midnight Channel, like obviously we saw the black and white one, but you would see often a lot of black and red. Black and red ended up becoming the two primary colors that would set the theme for Persona 5. And then not only that, towards the end game of that, regardless if it's vanilla or royal, the vanilla route or the royal route, it comes to the whole head-on collision of the potential of the real world and the metaverse actually merging and thus causing a lot of chaos.
What the hell is he talking about?
This isn't his real body. The real Adachi is somewhere else.
But this guy feels different from an ordinary shadow. It doesn't seem like he's going berserk.
Wow, you can tell that much?
He's not a shadow. This is him.
This me is just around to greet you guys, and thank you for wasting your time by chasing me in here. I'd say this world has taken a real shine to me. I feel like it's giving me everything I've ever wanted. And the monsters don't attack me at all. Maybe they can tell we have the same goal.
The Shadow's goal?
By the end of the year, Inaba will disappear completely into the fog. Soon, this place will be reality. I'll be in this world, so if you want me, come and get me. This world has a mind of its own. We'll see which of us it favors.
Keep your bullshit to yourself. It's about time you shut the hell up. We'll finish this right now!
Oh.
What a chump! Didn't I just tell you the real me is somewhere else? I'll be expecting you all. We'll put an end to this.
Get back here, you!
That stuff about the world's mind and how this place will become our reality. Was he serious?
The rest of his confessions were consistent. We'd best proceed under the assumption that it's no lie.
It felt like he's gained some strong power after coming here.
Not only that, maybe he got taken over by that power.
So what he said about the two worlds becoming one, that's really gonna happen?
Didn't he say that it would happen by the end of this year? What happens then?
I think he means this world will engulf the human world. The people in town are acting weird. It's like when the shadows that emerged from people went berserk. If the fog gets even thicker, and this town is completely shut off from the outside world, then the other side might become full of shadows, like over here.
You mean everyone's gonna turn into shadows?
Damn it! Damn that bastard! Why? We went through so much to get here, and now it turns out he was pulling our strings this whole time?
Let's end this.
Yeah. It's about time we finished this. I don't want to feel this way ever again.
There's a path we can take now. I sense Adachi's presence from that direction. He's taunting us.
Bring it on! Let's go kick his ass right now!
Wait. I suggest we prepare ourselves first. We can't let him stab us in the back ever again. We must face him with all the power at our disposal and defeat him without fail.
I'm a little worried what he means by the end of the year, but now's not the time to freak out. Let's get prepared. Let's get over-prepared and leave footprints all over his stupid, smug face!
Alright.
Senpai, please don't go on alone. I understand that it must hurt, since you seem to have a personal relationship with him.
Maybe that's
That's why. I feel a presence kind of like yours up ahead. He might be calling to you. Wait, never mind. Forget I said that. We're all going together, okay?
Promise us.
Yep. Let's finish things before then. Fully prepared for facing Adachi. Alright, so that gives us time to prep up and stuff. Alright, so we gotta rest first. That means we get time to give whatever materials we got left to the weapons dude.
He might be calling to you. We're all going together, okay?
Promise us.
Them alone. Yep. We're gonna go see him alone. There's a reason for this.
This is a problem. Why didn't you bring the rest of them? You're such a party pooper. You couldn't even bring your wannabe detective friend?
I came by myself.
So boring. Your whole gang should be here. You know, work together, beat the bad guy. Friendship, effort, victory. You guys love that stuff.
Huh. Will you reconsider?
Huh? Why would I? Didn't you hear what I just said? Or maybe you heard, but you didn't understand.
I'm just playing along.
Well?
Oh, that noose.
I don't have anything to say to you. If crimes could be solved by appealing to morality, we wouldn't need the police. The person you believed in was a version of me who only existed in your head. You decided on your own to believe in me, and that decision betrayed you. Why complain about it to me?
Huh. Is that what you'll tell Dojima?
You say the dumbest shit. It's people like you who come to me alone, naively thinking you can turn me around, that piss me off the most. What do you think will happen if I shoot you?
You can't shoot me.
Wow, very optimistic. Is your brain rotting or something? Do you get it now? We're done talking. I won't miss next time.
Yep. And now, this is what happens next. Just here to hunger.
Want me to let you choose? You can go back to your friends and bring them all here. Or you can die now. I guess regular revenge is boring, though. Let me see where your detective work takes you. It's always good for a laugh. You're so persistent. Look at all that youthful vigor you've got. Come on, leader. Bring all your friends back here. Well, bye-bye.
Yep, we gotta go with them in order to face him, but because I made this choice, we changed something.
Welcome back.
Yeah,
I told you not to go alone, though I knew you would anyway. It's okay. I understand. I'll keep it a secret from the others, and I won't ask about Adachi for now. But come on, you should trust us more. Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. Attention, customers, it is now closing time. Please visit us again tomorrow.
Yep. I don't know how much more we can prepare ourselves, if I'm going to be honest.